Hello and welcome to Lovebug Tarot. So today we are doing what's next in your career and studies, or studies, I should say. Could be both, could be one, could be the other. So we're going to be looking at what the situation is, what's next or what you should be focusing on, and how will this shift affect you? Because always when there's ever a shift in your career, in studies, like in college, if something is fluctuating, it's a lot. It can be a lot. So we're going to take a look at that. And as always, we're going to also look at advice and guidance from the universe. So I will introduce our piles. As always, I'm using these really cute notepads from Waite art, and their link will be in the description. These stickers, these little vinyl decals, however, these are mine. I make these. So these are also in the shop, which will be in the description. Yes, shameless self-promotion, but eh. All right, pile one. So you have the posture check, no shrimping sticker. And you also have this smoky quartz. Okay, and pile two, you have consent hedgehog. It says, do not hug without consent, please ask. And the little hedgehog is putting up its palms. So you have that one, and you also have this crystal. I don't know what it is, but it's just a neat one I have. It's kind of this blue-gray. It has a very kind of water, kind of icy energy almost to it. Okay. And pile three, you have surviving the daily grind, creatively caffeinated. With our little painted in a cup of coffee. Our little skull up here. And you have a citrine point. All right, feel free to pause the video, take as much time as you need. There will be timestamps in the description with your piles, and I will see you in your read. Hello, pile one. If you chose pile one, you chose this smoky quartz crystal, and also, if I can pick it up, nope. All right, here we go. The posture check, no shrimping. You chose that sticker. All right, so I'm gonna tuck these up here. There we go. You can still see them. All right, we're gonna dive right into it. Let's get some tea for pile one. We are gonna be looking at the situation. And if this situation doesn't sound like you or doesn't like, it's just like, I don't think that really applies to me, that's okay. You are free to check out any of the other reads, and that's okay if none of the reads fit. You will find a read and a reader out there that can answer your question, I promise you. Okay, all these red and green cards are coming up, but none of them are like sticking out. All right, you know what? We're seeing that one. All right, we got four. Okay. Trust in the process. All right, getting our oracle cards. Please get an oracle card from our Green Witch Tarot deck. Okay, you got two. Awesome. Ask for one, you get two. All right, on these, I'm gonna pull some tokens. You know what? I'm going to wait on these. I'm going to wait on the tokens and the runes. And we're going to use these. You can tell I planned this out. We're going to use these for the question, what's next or what you should be focusing on. We'll use these. Okay. We'll figure it out. Like you do. Okay, let's see. All right, so we have affection and purification, an air and a fire sign. Taurus and Gemini, 1241. And we have the reflection of a cat in a mirror and this potion that looks like it has like a fish or something at the bottom of it. I always think it looks like a puffer fish. Okay. So I'm going to put these over here. Let's see. Actually, let's keep these in the middle while we're kind of figuring out the situation and what's going on here. Bag. Something important, such as a new job or raise. Ooh. Ooh, interesting. Confirmation. Pardon me. 4-leaf clover. Great good fortune. Oh, wow, pile 1. Gavel. Involvement with the law. Okay. And the wealth. And again, in a deck of 200 that I shuffled multiple times, there's only 12 of those. This one's been coming out a lot, so I get the feeling that people watching this, things are definitely changing for you. We also have Taurus here, which is an earth sign, and Tauruses are also stereotypically like very good with money. Okay. Something important such as a new job or a raise. I get the feeling that this is definitely a career shift. And one, I don't want to say like by chance, and I don't want that to be taken in the way of like, oh, you just got lucky. Like, yes, it says, good fortune, 4-leaf clover. People consider that lucky, but luck is, again, I always say this, like being prepared, an opportunity meeting. And that meeting, whether it's, I just said that for some reason that word stuck out. So maybe you go to a meeting or a meetup in some capacity and something comes up, something important like a new job or a raise. And it could be, I don't know, this might be a very, very specific thing, but if someone is like studying to become a lawyer or anything with the law, that can absolutely apply here. But I get this sense with the gavel. I cannot pick these cards up. It's more of like going through a very official capacity. Going through your exams, getting like, yes, this might be a chance meeting, but it's because you have all your ducks in a row. You have things, you've done all the prep work. I want to say purification here with the snapdragon as well. I see purification here as more like you've streamlined your process. You have a really good focus about what you want. Yeah, I feel like both of these are saying like you have a very good sense of what you want and you are going for it. Because I see affection in this capacity as like a passion or a love, because again we have fire here, a passion or a love for what you're doing and what you're pursuing. Let's say if you're in studies, like this is kind of the dream job. This is what you're very passionate about. This is what you want to do. And again, our posture check over here, the no shrimping. I created that sticker from just the joke because I'm an artist, and so you're always like, shrimped over, like on your desk, drawing all the time. So the idea is that you stop and you have to, sit up. Oh, I just did that and I cracked my back. So, yep, there it is. But the idea of it's like, okay, no shrimping. You've done the check-ins. You've done the work to be like, no, this is what I want to do. Which, wow. Dang, pile 1. This is fantastic. Between this read and it was like last week, I think, or the previous read, pile 1 he's just been killing it. Like, dang. So I feel like pile 1, your situation is really good. It is really good. Something, and it's either you're about to get that new job, that new raise. If it's in studies, it could be like maybe you signed up for a class or an elective or mentorship in some capacity and you're waiting to hear back. And I get the feeling, again, with the clover here, that you're going to have a very positive outcome for that. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right, so let's get, like, what's next? What should you be focusing on? And these, again, are little wooden tokens that I painted many moons ago. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, you literally got a pot of gold. I know, it's just like this between the clover and the wealth. And if you're in studies, I just got the thought that, like, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, like, you're getting towards the end of your cycle of, like, studies. Like, that is wrapping up in a very, very positive way. All right, so let's get some runes. Really? Oh, wow. Okay, you got 3. I was looking for 1. Again, I'm feeling the luck is up here for y'all. My southern's slipping out as well. All right, so we have Ingus. Yeah, this is a rune of, if you always think of it like a seed, and there's little roots on the bottom and a little sprouts coming off the top. So the idea of what you've planted in the past is coming to fruition. It's like productivity, and again, a very, very earthy with the Taurus here. Kind of have, if you look at it this way, it's a very angular Taurus sign as well. So yeah, there's been hard work. You've been productive, and that is going to start showing results. We have Laguz, which is a very watery rune. Oh. It's also a rune of, like, still waters run deep, and it can be like the unconscious mind or even unconscious fears, things you don't even realize. Okay, I'm just getting a sense that maybe you're having anxieties about this situation, that, like, it won't come to fruition, or you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Yeah. Okay, an Uruz, which is a rune of vitality, like, but also a rune of kind of like very primitive instincts. So there could be a little bit of a tug of war, and this kind of maybe goes back to the situation. So maybe I should have pulled these. Well, live and learn. So yeah, it feels like everything's going super well. It is moving in a positive direction. But there could be some unconscious fears of, like, but what if? Or did I do enough? You know, those. And everybody does this. Everybody goes through this. Sometimes it feels like it's too good to be true. But this is a case I feel like it is. Because, again, you've gone through... Oh my God, can I pick it? Fine. What I was trying to say is that you've gone through all the right channels. Involvement with the law. I get the sense that, again, in a very, very literal sense, you know, this is someone maybe passing a bar exam. But I feel like for most of you, you've done all the proper paperwork. You've, you know, turned in the assignments. If you're doing dissertations, like in a study session, you know, or even a proposal, you know, putting in something if you're working at a company, or, you know, a research paper or a grant or anything like that. Like, you've done all the proper channels. And I just got the sense with affection, like, especially like right next to all this wealth here. And again, this green, like, things are coming to fruition. But you have to trust that it will. And that can be really hard, because sometimes, like, we're just this grumpy shrimp and we just want to curl up in a ball and do our, like, be a grumpy shrimp. Sometimes that's just what we want to do. Be like, yeah, but it's like, no. My little shark teeth are bouncing around. Yes. I don't know if they're shark teeth, but they're little teeth I found at the beach over many years. Anyways. Nope, they just want to move. That's fine. Okay, yeah, let's get some tarot cards. Because I was asking, what should pile 1 focus on? And I feel like we got a little more about the situation. And that, again, could be my own cards and tools telling me that I just need to pull everybody out up front. Sometimes the cards and tools, they tell you how they want to do. All right, so now let's be asking what... Come here. This is the last unicorn deck as well. What should pot 1 be focusing on? Okay, all right, we got 2 here. What? Because things going good. There's a little doubt here. There's a little, possibly some insecurity, but I mean, that happens to everybody. No shade, no shame, no judgment at all. The Hierophant. You've done all of the proper the gavel and the Hierophant, I feel, are very, very connected in this sense. I'm gonna put this one over here. Because the Hierophant's about, if you're looking at like institutions, whether it's teaching institution or corporation or maybe an organization you work with, it's very structured. There's very much a hierarchy there. Judgment. Wow, another major arcana. Yeah, this is your calling. This is something you are very passionate about. 2 of Wands. Ooh, a choice. Okay. And the Emperor. Let's see if we can put that. There we go. I get the sense that pile 1, the thing that you need to focus on are the things that you have in your control. The things that are directly in your line of control. Because if anybody's ever seen the movie, the Judgment card, it kind of talks about this scene very well. Where the magician is trying to save the unicorn, and by doing so, they just release magic and then just tell the magic, do what you will. So they've just kind of given the magic up to the universe, and the universe ends up changing the unicorn into this human form, which was kind of destined to be, if you will. So I'm getting the sense that you've done everything you could, and now you just need to let it go and focus on the choices that you can make. Yeah, and man, that is so hard, because I see this bridge and I just think of like pile 1, you're this unicorn on the middle of this bridge just trying to get to the other side, and it's like you just have to wait. But that is so hard. Trust me, I know. You're waiting for something to come in. It's like, you've put out everything, you've done everything. Okay, we should be hearing back, or things should be moving forward, but you gotta wait for the other side of the equation, or the people on the other side to come through. But we have the Hierophant and the Emperor right here. Again, an authority figure. Part of that raise, I wonder if some of you are maybe up for a promotion. Like again, authority, moving up in the hierarchy, if you will. Okay, so I feel like pile 1, that's what, like, things are going very well, and you have to trust that. And yeah, just let things go. Focus on what you can decide on. Focus on, we have a lot of major arcanas happening here. Oh, they're all major arcanas. So a lot of big things are happening. Just focus on the world around you right now. Focus on your 2 of Wands. Focus on the things that you have direct control over. The Knight of Cups. Okay, no, maybe we should do this. Trying to make it look pretty. And symmetrical. It's very hard. Something important coming in. With the Knight of Cups, I get the sense, because Cups is about emotions, and Cups is a water suit. And again, I'm thinking of Laguz here. Focus a bit more on your internal world, on your emotional world, and whether that's finding ways to ground your anxiety or finding ways to get your mind off of the big things happening around you that you can't control, that you don't have a say in. Again, I see involvement in the law, and I'm just thinking like it's out of your hands. It's literally in committee. It's just, there's nothing you can do about it. So focus on you. Focus on your emotional health. Yeah. Can we get one more clarifier? Please? Maybe? Oh. The High Priestess. Another 2 as well. Ooh. Yeah, things are moving forward, but you're not meant to know where they're going yet. And I know that's so ambiguous and so frustrating. But the High Priestess is very much like the magic 8-ball of the tarot. It's, you'll know, like, you will find out. But you will find out as it happens. This is something that is coming to you, and you have to, I feel like it's, I don't want to say a test, but almost like the universe is saying, like, the more you let go, the more you let the things you can't control, again, all these major arcana, all this big stuff happening, the more you let go of that and trying to control the outcome or figuring out the outcome or figuring out like where things are going, the more you let that go and kind of focus on you, do your posture check, just take a breath, sit up straight, just, yeah, the more you focus on you, I feel like this will come, but you'll be in a much better place to receive it. When it does. Not if, but when it does. Okay. So looking at this big shift that's happening. I feel like it's like a big leap forward for pile 1. How will it affect them? How will it affect them? I can talk. How will it affect them, or where is it taking them? Just, I feel like it's a bit of encouragement. Like, you're gonna do great. You're gonna do fine. But we'll see what the deck says. Again, sometimes the deck has other things in mind. We'll find out. The Chariot, yeah. Things will move ahead. Absolutely. And the 10 of Swords, but you gotta let it go. You gotta let this mental anguish. And also I'm seeing 10 of Swords can also be burnout, because it's a mental suit. Like, just worrying yourself over things you can't control to the point where it affects your mental health, where you feel burned out, or and if your mental health is connected to your physical health, it's like all these parts of us are very connected. So this purification, again, could also be talking about just take the time to purify kind of your daily routine mentally. Because again, these cards I'm seeing, the Cups, which is emotions, Wands, which is like your spirit, your passions, your spirituality, and then Swords, which is the mind. Take some time to balance those aspects out And whatever you're physically like comfortable and capable of doing, absolutely. But don't, especially your mind. You know, and if you are dealing with some burnout, you know, because you've been fighting that dragon for, you know, the stars and the moon just circling here, like who knows how long. And it can be very hard if you've been go, 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 and then suddenly take a step back. I keep focusing in on this kitty cat, this reflection of this kitty cat. So maybe take a moment, and if you have like a furry friend, you know, a furry companion, like cuddle with them. Just that's a wonderful grounding thing. If you don't, like I live in a situation where I can't have animals, but I know I can visit maybe like a local shelter. There's some rescue groups that you can contact and like just go and cuddle with some kitties if that's your thing. Or dogs or chinchillas or lizards, like whatever you find, you know, grounding and kind of something that really fills your cup. It could also be maybe taking some time if you have a partner, you know, whether it's platonic or romantic, taking some time with them, taking some time out with them. Do that posture check, do some yoga, do, you know, again, whatever you feel comfortable with, what you're, you know, whatever. Don't again, we're not trying to overdo it. We're trying to move forward from like a place of strength. Yeah, moving forward from a place of strength and not a place of like just, ugh. 10 of Swords is just, ugh, mentally. But it's also a 10. 10s are the end of a cycle. So if burnout is something you're dealing with, this is something you can pull yourself out of. But you got to make that choice. 2 of Wands here. You can move forward. And again, this feels like this big shift with the promotion and the what, like that's, I feel like that is almost assured for pile 1. Especially with the Emperor here. Very stable, solid energy coming in. But it's how you receive that. In what state do you receive that? That seems to be the biggest focus, I think, for pile 1. Okay. Let's get any extra advice. Or, excuse me. Guidance for pile 1. I do not have enough space. It's okay. We do what we can with the resources we got. All right. Any other advice? Guidance for pile 1. Okay. Wow. All right. Whoa. All right. Universe is just throwing advice out at you. Jeez. Come here. The Hermit. Now might be a time to kind of go inward. Yeah. Take that time, kind of recharge. I'm getting the sense of like, now is the time to kind of take a breath, recharge. Yeah, the 5 of Pentacles. Ooh, interesting, because this figure here, this Hierophant, the idea of like, we were talking about like the structure, moving up the corporate ladder, or moving up, you know, in position, in power, in authority here, and having that key. But if you're so exhausted that you can't even pick up the key, and suddenly this tiny little key is like almost the size of you, and it's just so heavy that you can't move it. Again, it's how you're going to receive that energy. The Queen of Wands. Okay. And the Magician. Ooh, I love it. Yeah, take a moment and recharge and find that inspiration, that inner spark. Like, that thing that made you take this path in the first place, whether it's with a corporation, an organization, you're in studies somewhere, you know, what made you pursue this? What what made you go to that field? Kind of, again, getting still, recharging, and kind of connecting with that again. And you'll find from there, you'll find it much easier to kind of, I want to say, like, pull strength, just on a day-to-day. You'll find it much easier in that capacity. Let's see. And another 2. A lot of 2s. High Priestess, 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords. It's going to be your choice. And it can be really hard to kind of settle down and find, take the time sometimes to recharge, because I just see these crows just flying around and making noise, and that can be anything from just the daily onslaught of information that happens with social media, with news, with just so much happening in the world. Again, it's not, I don't get the feeling that it's saying, like, retreat completely, like, go become a hermit in a cave. I really feel like it's saying, if for you and for the longevity of you and what you do and your purpose and going forward, now might be a good time to pause and kind of just recharge, connect with that, spark. What was the original, passion, the original, like, if someone asked you, oh, why are you doing this? Oh, why are you studying this? Or, why are you with this particular organization or such? What was the answer? Is it like, oh, this is my calling, and you could just name off all of these facts and statistics, or, you're just like, no, this is what I'm passionate about. I think it's time to find that again. And from there, from a place of rest and not exhaustion, not a 10 of Swords, not a 5 of Pentacles, but a place of you're rested, you've kind of had time to recharge. You can be the magician. You can find this, I want to say, like, a deep pool of, this inner strength. You'll have more resources available to you, just personally, like inner resources available for yourself and for others, in whatever capacity, you work at. Okay. Pile 1, wow. You've got some amazing stuff happening in your life. But don't forget to take care of you. Posture check. Don't forget your posture checks. Take a breath. Sit up. Take yeah. I say touch grass, but not everybody, it really depends on where you are in your situation. But if maybe you have, like, a houseplant, a succulent, if the succulent, not all succulents are touchable, or a furry creature, or scaly, whatever little creature is about. Could be tiny human creatures, or a partner. And I say, like, partner, whether it's romantic or platonic, because I don't necessarily think it's like get together with your friends and go out party kind of vibe. I think it's just getting together with someone, whoever it is in your circle of people, who you can connect with, and, like, on an emotional level, like, you can be vulnerable with them. And, yeah, and you can do those things that just really kind of connect you back. And it's not more input, it's not, more input, it's actually stepping away from it. And so we have the Fool. Yeah, the Fool is a card also about letting go, surrendering. This person is just trusting. It's like a trust fall with the universe, if you will. They are falling back and just trusting. Oh, that's super glary, sorry. Can we? No? Okay, that's fine. It's cool. There we go. Okay. And another page. And Wands again. Yeah. Take a moment to reconnect with, like, your passions, your spirit. What started you on your journey? I just see the magician here with both their wand, but also this book here. What started you on your journey of learning? You know, or in whatever capacity, again, career, studies. But what started you on that path? Something drew you to that path. Maybe go back in some old journals, you know, or sit and journal for a bit, you know, just free write and just let things come to you. You'll find it. All right, pile one. Wow. You're going to be amazing. I promise you. Thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. And as always, please like, subscribe, share the channel. It's super, super helpful. Comments are also, I love it when people comment, even if it's just like a thumbs up. I think we're going to do shrimp for your pile. I think the only emoji is a fried shrimp though, so I don't know how I feel about that. But we're going to do a shrimp. Just a very grumpy shrimp. When I used to stream all the time, this was actually one of my emojis, was this grumpy shrimp. I love him. He's amazing. But also, these are available in my shop. All the stickers, and I have many, many, many more, and keychains and art prints and all kinds of things are available there in the description. The notepad from the intro will also be in the description. Any of the tools or cards that I use that are available, again, links in the description, so you can always check those out. All right. So I'm sending you all the love in the world, pile one. You got this. And until next time, much love. Hello, pile two. Don't mind if the camera angle changed. I had to take my whole setup down and then reset it up because I had a meeting right in the middle of all the piles. But we made it work. All right, so pile two, you chose the do not hug without consent. Please ask hedgehog. And your stone is this crystal. Again, if anybody knows what kind of stone this is, I would love to know, because it's one of those I've had forever. Yeah. And it's just cool looking. Pardon the noise. Okay. So, I'll put this up here. Can you still see that? Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to be asking is kind of what is the situation with the career or the studies, like what is going on. We're going to get some oracle cards, as we found at pile one. We're going to get some tokens and runes. I thought I could leave those to our second question, but nope. It decided otherwise. All right. So I always shuffle these in between reads, but it's nice to just give it an extra go. Okay. Can we get some indicators for, feel that one. What is going on in pile two? What is the dealio? I might have dated myself with that particular phrase, but that's okay. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, we had a green card in pile one, too. Interesting. A lot of T's. Got a lot of T, pile two. There are several layers to that joke. Anyways, if you know, you know. All right. Yes, that is... All right, everybody's getting a green card. And again, the tea leaf deck is a deck of like 200 cards. And only 12 of them are astral houses. And there's only 12 purple cards, which is the months of the year. So it's always interesting when one of these pops out for y'all. All right, let's get a token. These are little wooden tokens that many moons ago I painted. And I've just used them ever since. Ooh, yes. I'm trying to keep the mystery. It's all about the mystery. All right. Put these so they don't fall over. Okay. And we get some runes. What do we got? Oh, all right. We got several. A bunch came out. Pile one. 4 again. Ooh, okay. Well. I'm sitting here, I'm like, do I read these? What? Where do I start? There's so much going on. All right. We will put these upside down for now. You got a little sneak peek. We'll just pretend nobody saw those. It's fine. All right, I'm laughing because this was one of the cards that came out in pile one. And you saw me shuffle. So Yeah, if you felt drawn to pile 1, that might be something you want to look into. If you're coming in from pile 1, hello. And if not, that's okay. Again, just take what resonates. All right, so we have number 12, affection. We have Taurus here, the symbol of fire, the sorrel, which is an herb. I think I said that correctly. And we have a kitty cat here in a mirror. Ooh, the token we have, it can be kind of sensuality, sexuality. It can also be self-love. It's kind of a symbol of like a fertility goddess in a way. And again, this is not denoting like genders. These are just energies for this token. Okay. Ooh, okay. And we got the red here with fire. I'm so interested. I'm interested. All right. So what's our astral house? I shuffled both decks, and this came out again. So I don't know, again, if these piles are just connecting for everybody. People got stuff going on in their career. We'll find out. But dang. All right, let's see what we got. Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Scales, keep your life in balance. Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Ooh, that's fantastic. Vase, or vase, if you will. A secret admirer. Axe, forces working against you. Ooh, that's interesting that it's right here next to the staff, too. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Kangaroo, unsettled times. Need to plan ahead. Okay. Yeah, So right now, pile 2. You might be in a time of kind of turmoil. I say that because we have the staff here, the axe, the kangaroo, and they all kind of indicate that things are not maybe exactly stable. And the scales as well. Keep your life in balance. There may be a struggle right now to try to maintain balance. Which, wow, absolutely, I feel that one. And I also get the sense, again, with our sticker here, our little hedgehog, there could be a sense that, like, pile 2 has been, I don't want to say pushing people away, but keeping a distance, keeping a very strong boundary to try to deal with this kind of unsettled energy that's happening right now. And at the same time, we have secret admirer, affection. Yeah, and then our kind of our sensuality token here, our self-love token. So I feel like on top of this kind of turmoil that's been happening, there's also perhaps like a new relationship. And again, it can be romantic, it can be platonic, whichever one, resonates with how you identify. But like any new relationship coming in, like that can be a lot. That can also be a lot. And that could be part of that unsettled, just like, oh God, this is happening and this is happening. Like big shifts are happening kind of all at once. And I feel the scales are coming in here very importantly. Like this is a time to kind of keep your balance. And our little hedgehog could be, like keep some of those boundaries up. You need to kind of keep that, not distance. I don't want to say like distance yourself from people, but know and understand when your energy is precious. And then when you don't have the emotional bandwidth, or you're just, emotionally, mentally, physically tired, saying no. Saying no. Like we have a very prickly hedgehog, They have a very cute, soft underside. But also that's their vulnerable side too. So that may just not be in, like, please ask before you just, like, barge into those boundaries. Like, we need to keep our balance here. There's a lot going on. And a fox here. The shrewdness and the wealth are directly opposite each other. All right, let's get some more information. Let's get our runes. So we have Uruz, which is the rune of, like, vitality. Like, vitality, strength. Ooh, and Fehu. Fehu is the rune of, like, physical needs, prosperity. Yeah, like your physical needs being met. Whoop! The one that just flew off the table. Okay. This, bad names. Thorazaz. So this rune always reminds me of a thorn. And it can be interpreted as, like, a gateway, but it's also like a hardship. It can be like, if you think of, like, stepping through a threshold or a gateway or stepping into a new phase of life can be painful. And sometimes we have to go through painful events. That kind of resonates with what's happening here. And righto. A journey. Okay, yeah. There's a big change happening around you, pile one. In your career, in your studies, something's shifting. And it's not so great right now. Like, if it could acts as forces working against you. We have Thorazaz, which is like, I'm just getting the sense of, like, everything feels heavy and you feel like there's just things working against you. Like, you just can't get things, like, if things right. Like, I feel like a frustration. But we have here, like, the need to plan ahead and you will be taken care of in difficult times. So I feel like, as frustrating and as difficult as the situation is right now, it is moving forward into, like, yeah, we have Fehu, which is like prosperity, wealth. We have Uruz, which is that vitality. Yeah, keep your balance, keep your energy sacred. That word came through, but yeah, in a way, I guess, yeah, keep your energy sacred. Like that, that whole phrase, like, your body is a temple. Your energy is as well. Like, who you give that energy to, how you disperse that energy into the world, that's very precious. I just got the sense with the secret admirer that there could be people right now that you don't realize, but they really admire the strength that you're showing in this situation. And with the cat reflecting here, I get the sense, like, it might be time to, like, take a look in the mirror and, like, reflect some of that energy back into yourself, as, like, realize how far you've come. And it may seem like the journey, you've right though here, the journey is just never ending, but you've also come a hugely long distance. And I feel like that's also thanks to this fox over here. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So this could be, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are, like, starting a small business, like, there's always growing pains. With anything, it can be a lot. Okay. I feel like this is a vibe for pile 2. And again, if that doesn't vibe with you, that's okay. You are absolutely welcome to check out any of the other piles. If those piles don't resonate, that is okay as well. You will find a reader. You will find the answer to your question. There are so many amazing readers. I promise you. If you ever need recommendations, let me know. I have a bunch. And I'm always happy to be like, go check out these people. They're awesome. Okay, so with this big shift happening, feels like we have a bunch of stuff going on. Again, with the secret admirer and this kind of, like, yeah, I feel like there's perhaps another person involved. could be a partner, a close friend, someone you have an intimate relationship with. And again, that doesn't necessarily have to be romantic intimacy. It can be platonic intimacy. Just someone who you can show that soft underbelly to, you know? Someone who can be open and honest and vulnerable with. They see past all of your prickles. All of your little prickly bits. They see past that. And they always ask. They always ask. Consent's important. All right. Can we please get some clarification, some advice, some guidance on what is next for pile 2? What should pile 2 focus on? If we kind of know the situation, it's like, okay, what's some advice on how to handle it? And I feel like pile 2, you're already handling it. Again, the cards are kind of like, about coming out. Like pile 1, they flew out, but pile 2, you're just kind of hanging out. Did I just say pile 1 for I don't know. Brain do things. Brain do things. It hard. All right, let's see. 6 of Swords. Ace of Coins. Ooh, okay. The 4 of Cups. And the 2 of Wands. Yeah, the way forward, you're making progress. It may not feel like it. The 6 of Swords is ultimately about slow and steady progress. You know, there's just one person paddling here against some like rough waters, but the shoreline is in sight. You are making that progress. It's interesting that the Ace of Coins, excuse me, my throat suddenly just went really dry. I'll keep that into account. Anyways, I just saw something else. All right, we'll try to focus, sorry. So with Ace of Coins, you know, this is about financial opportunities coming in. I believe that this legend that this image depicts is like Jack and the Beanstalk. You can see this kind of seed that is growing into this big beanstalk. Something you planted is going to start to come to fruition. Because you've planted something, I feel like it's going to grow. Part of that, and it's interesting, it fell on these 2 cards, the Scales, with keeping things in balance, and a Secret Admirer. Faye, who's right here. I feel like there's going to be some recognition for your hard work. And from that recognition, you know, from people seeing and letting you know about your hard work. Again, that reflection, the reflection of the cat. Sorry. Excuse me. Give me 1 second. I don't know if maybe pile 2, you do something with your voice. If you're an orator, you give speeches, you do lectures or something. It could be something in that capacity. Again, just suddenly my voice going dry. But from that being reflected back to you and being reflected to others, I feel like you know how to use that to your advantage. And I don't mean in like a deceitful way. I'm not talking about manipulation. It's just you know how to take that kind of opportunity, that good fortune, and use it to your advantage. Kind of turn the situation around. So over here, 4 of Cups and 2 of Wands. And the other thing I saw was the Swords, Coins, Cups, and Wands. You have 1 of each suit here. So all of the elements are at your disposal. Yeah. I feel like you might be at a crossroad of some kind with our two of Wands. But you're not sure which way to go. Like this figure is looking 2 directions at once. They're not sure which way perhaps is the best way to go forward. And that could be part of needing to plan. The Four of Cups. I feel like maybe there's something you're missing. Because this figure is so focused on these 3 cups here that seem like, you know, they're very ornate cups right in front of this person. But they're not seeing, excuse me, again, ugh. Let me know if anybody in pile 2 is like, you do a lot of stuff with your voice. I'm very curious. But this peach tree in the back, where this other cup sits, it's very plain looking, but this seems like where you need to focus, but it's not something you can see right now, which I can feel like is very frustrating. And again, that's like the Two of Wands. Not sure which way to look. Okay, let's get some more information about this. Could we please get a clarifier? We got more information about, I feel, what's going on, but could we please get some advice about where to look? About the path, or what to look for. Scene 3. 8 of Coins. The Emperor and the Ace of Cups. Where to look? Specifically with that question, I'm seeing with the 8 of Coins, this is like something you've put everything into. Because 8 of Coins is about mastery, yes, but the story behind this image is that you had the princess and she has to make, I think it was either crowns or circlets or something for each of her brothers that had been turned into swans, and she couldn't speak until the task was done. Otherwise they wouldn't work. But they had to be made out of stinging nettles. So not only is it work that you've mastered, but it's work that you've put, you know, literal blood, sweat, and tears into. And that kind of, the concept of the princess not being able to speak here reminds me of what we were talking about earlier, where you're going to receive recognition. Like maybe this is something you haven't spoken about or haven't gotten a lot of recognition for. And I feel like you've stood very, very firm in this avenue. This is King Arthur. And the Emperor, again, is an energy. It's not a gender. But you have like the myth and legend behind King Arthur. It's the, you know, the just ruler. That calm, level-headed, kind of just ruler that sees like the bigger picture. And the Ace of Cups. I always think of the Ace of Cups as like filling your cup. You know, emotionally, this is something you're very attached to. And we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Coins. Okay. I have to shuffle around in my chair. I feel like pile 2, only you can know the path. I feel like this is, these cards are talking about, because again, this is a general read. What resonates with you is going to resonate with you. So hopefully that helps clarify a little bit or give you some insight on perhaps what needs to be, again, these 3 cards I feel are very important together. Needing to plan ahead. Reminder that you're going to be taken care of in these difficult times. Yeah, Ace of Cups and the Emperor. It's a very stable energy and a very open and loving energy with the Ace of Cups. And the forces that are working against you. I feel with this Ace of Coins. 8 of Coins. Blah, 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 blah. 8 of Coins. You know, you're trying to complete projects or trying to complete this. You're gaining a mastery of it. But the stinging nettles is working against. You know, they're stinging nettles. They hurt. They're very ouchy. Okay. All right. Could we please get some information about motor in the background? Thank you. How will this... I was going to ask, like, how will this shift move forward? But I don't really feel like there's a shift of energy. I feel like things are changing. You're kind of in a flux, pile 2. Like this limbo in between stage. So could we get some information about what pile 2 should focus on? Because it feels like there is a lot happening with pile 2. There's a lot happening everywhere, all at once. But for pile 2 specifically, like what can they focus on? Because this is a lot. And by focusing on this, you know, we can then shift the energy. We can then move forward. The Hermit. Okay. Getting very similar vibes to pile 1. So again, if pile 1 was something you thought about or seemed interested in, you might want to check that one out, because the Hermit also came in, and a very, not the same, but I feel a similar advice of take some time for yourself. The Hermit is kind of about that inward journey. And I'm feeling like the White Stag. Okay, the White Stag is standing out to me, and I just get the idea of like chasing the White Stag through a dark forest. Like chasing your dreams. But knowing why you set out on that path to begin with. Again, there was a very similar message in pile 1. 2 of Cups. And this fell over with the Secret Admirer as well. 9 of Coins. And the Knight of Wands. Yeah, it might right now take a pause, pile 2. Take a pause. Those hard boundaries, that hard work you've been putting in is not going anywhere. But don't forget to like enjoy the fruits of your labors that you already have. You know, and the connections that you have with people that are there in your life. You know, don't forget those. So it might be a time, just even if it's just for a day, an afternoon, let some of that spirit free. Again, we were talking about that kind of chasing the White Stag through a dark forest, but also just get the sense of like maybe playing in the sunshine, or yeah, just doing something that just kind of calls to your spirit. You know, that could be, if you, I don't know, I'm kind of a nerd, so I'd be like, I want to go to the museum, or maybe go hiking, or, you know, binge watching your favorite movie or TV series or something. Just, and doing it with those people or that person, again, we were talking about, you can feel vulnerable with. You know, you can really relax and just kind of let your guard down. Yeah. So, okay. Again, very similar to pile 1. I don't mean to keep saying that. It's a little uncanny, actually. Okay. We're going to switch decks. This is the Light Seer Tarot. Come in. Shuffle, shuffle. Okay. So can we get, for pile 2, any advice? Ooh. Ooh, and when we were talking about spending time like with your person or people, again, that affection. You know, and whether that's something in a platonic manner or something in maybe in a more sensual manner, like that's, you know, however that resonates for you. Because oftentimes with this reflection, I feel like when we spend time unguarded with people who really care about us and we care about them, oftentimes they reflect, you know, they reflect good stuff back at you. So it's like you may be feeling more like the Eight of Coins right now, this kind of frustration. You feel like you're not getting anywhere. Even though you can see, you know, our figure here has almost completed the eighth pentacle. But it's just, you know, it feels so painful right now that it feels impossible. But when you spend time with those people, that person, you know, they reflect that back to you. Be like, you know what? But look at all the amazing things you've done. You're so close. You know, just, yeah, I feel like it's just take a breath. Take a quick breath. Doesn't have to be anything big. I mean, if it is, that's awesome. Ooh, okay. All right. Let's see. The Hermit, again. We have another Hermit. And again, this also came out. Same deck, same card. Also came out in pile 1. But you got 2 Hermits. So, yeah, I'm getting an emphasis of taking a breath. Taking a little time out to yourself. Balance your scales. And in this difficult time, you know, it's okay to let other people take care of you. You know, the journey is, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And, you know, you want to come out at the end on the other side of this with that vitality. You know, not completely worn out. We have 7 of Swords. Okay. And the 7 of Pentacles. Ooh. And Judgment. Okay. I feel like with our 2 sevens here, these are very kind of in contrast to each other. You can see the 7 of Swords is like really kind of pushing forward to the point that, you know, we have the moon here, but it's, you know, we're working by candlelight. You're burning everything, not burning everything down. That's not what I meant. What's the phrase? Burning the candle at both ends. There it is. Sorry. Oy, oy, oy. And Swords versus Pentacles. This is the mind versus the body. You know, your physical surroundings. Yeah. So it's like the 7 of Swords is, yeah, they're moving forward, but they might get a little sloppy. They might cut corners. They trip up, and then this whole nest of birds is alerted, and things can kind of go downhill from there. Versus, we have the 7 of Pentacles, who's taking time to just kind of not only admire what's been sprouting, this tiny little sprout, but also how deep those roots are. Because sometimes with a plant, the sprout on the top is very small, but the roots go way down. And that's how it's going to establish itself. That's how it's going to grow. You know, huge and large and sustainable. With the Emperor here. So it may feel real tiny, but this person is just taking the time to admire what they've built. You know, what is sprouting. What the foundation, this very solid foundation that it sits on. Again, with the Emperor. Emperors are about that solid foundation. And then we have Judgment. I kind of like, you see this figure and it looks like their kind of soul, I don't want to say their soul is ascending because they haven't passed on. But the idea of like what they're doing, it's this freedom. And I feel like, yeah, with the Hermit here, that's why you need to take the time to kind of recalibrate things, so that when things do move forward, you can move forward from a place of freedom, of like emotional and spiritual freedom. You know, not feeling super weighed down and heavy. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups here. You know, refill your cup. Take a moment. Refill, because career, if it's studies, if it's career, you know, whatever path you're on right now, it's moving forward. It may not feel like it. It may feel very, very frustrating. Again, the Eight of Coins, just... But we do have the 7, 8, and the 9 as well. Different decks, but they line up. And that could also be how this energy is moving. The foundation you've set is sprouting. And right now, it's kind of this in-between. But, you know, once it does, once this patch, the 7 of Pentacles, this patch of watermelons is just abundant. It's just absolutely abundant. Oop, put them backwards. That's okay. All right. Let's get some bottom of the deck energies. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. A lot of aces. A lot of aces. Ace of Cups, Ace of Coins, another Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles and Coins is, it's the same suit. They just have a different name. And again, this imagery of like a seed kind of sprouting. You know, things are going to come to fruition. And that's, I feel like that's going to really affect this wealth that's coming into you. And wow, okay, and 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is a card of victory. Yeah. Yeah, you are absolutely going to get there. But I get the feeling, again, I know I keep saying pile one, but pile 1 had a very similar vibe of this is coming, but it's in what state are you going to receive the energy? In what state are you going to receive these blessings? Is it going to be burned out and just absolutely sick of everything? You know, this comes in and you're just like, oh yeah, you know, freaking finally. Or does it come in and you're just like, yes, now I can go even further. You know, now I can ascend. I can, you know, I can take this and run. You can take this and run. But yeah, so the idea being that take a moment now, kind of recalibrate things. Restore your vitality, restore your energy. Because this journey, it's a journey. Again, I feel like it's a long journey, and it has been a long journey. Oh, and I just made the connection with our Thorisaz when we were talking about it's kind of a thorn imagery. And we had the stinging nettles here that this figure is weaving. So I feel like this is a kind of growing pain. But you're going to get there. It's going to be amazing. And it's okay to take a step back and say, hey, not right now. I need some time to myself. And let the people around you who care for you, who you trust to be vulnerable with, let them take care of you. You know? Yeah, don't be ashamed to ask for help. If that's what you need, then that is perfectly fine. That is a-okay. Not only will you ask, but you can receive. With our Ace of Cups. Yeah. Okay, pile 2. I feel like this is your read. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I absolutely love doing these reads for the collective, the community. I don't know what to call you yet. I'm sure we'll figure it out. But thank you so much. So please like, subscribe, share. It's super helpful for the channel. I do this for fun, but I would love to reach more people and, you know, just offer them some words of encouragement, because sometimes we all need that. And I just realized my whole camera's like tilted. This is what happens when you have a meeting that you forgot about and had to suddenly... Anyways, yep, that's how I do. And as always, there will be links in the description for any of the tools or the cards that are available, including the notepad at the beginning. And I am an artist, so I also have a link to my shop where I have these stickers available and keychains and art prints and all kinds of cute stuff. So please, you can check that out. It'd be lovely. And until next time, I am sending you, Pile 2, tons of love. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you later. Bye. Hello, Pile 3. I apologize if the camera angle has shifted any. We had a meeting suddenly we remembered about, so we had to clear everything away very quickly, and anyways, we've reset up. We're back. Here we go. All right, so if you chose Pile 3, you have Surviving the Daily Grind Creatively Caffeinated sticker, decal, and this citrine point. It's so pretty. All right, so we're gonna put these here, and we're going to grab some oracle cards, some tokens, some runes, and kind of get a vibe of the situation for our Pile 3s. And if the... Okay. Try this again. If the vibe isn't connecting, it just, you're like, I don't think this is me. That's okay. You can take a look at any of the other piles. If none of the piles are resonating, that's okay too. You can absolutely go to another read or another reader. Honestly, the YouTube social media is filled with so many amazingly talented readers. You will find an answer to your question. I promise you. And if you ever want suggestions, I am always happy to throw out some names, some channels. Again, it's about, I see it as like finding a teacher or a therapist or someone like that. That's just like you click with and you're like, okay, let's get some insight on this. Anyways, okay. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. My brain's just all over the place. I'm sorry. This is what happens when you go from work mode to read mode very quickly. All right, so can we please get some tea? Just pretend you didn't see that other one. Can we get some tea on Pile 3? Tea for 3. Gonna just flip that over. You saw nothing. All right. Any more tea for 3? Oh, okay. Any more tea for 3? All right, you know what? Every pile has had a green card come out. So I think that's just what we're doing today. And again, this is a deck of 200 cards and only 12 of them are astral houses. So there's 12 green and then 12 purple, which are months of the year. I forgot the word for months. Yeah. Brain is running extra hard. My little hamster is kicking furiously on its wheel. It's doing its best. All right, we're gonna get a token. These are little wooden tokens that I painted images on many, many years ago, and I've just used them in my practice ever since. All right, put that one face down. Can we get some runes? Ooh, okay, 2. Try to put these. Trying to keep it a mystery. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. All right, the card that you definitely did not see in the beginning that I flipped over. Success, which is amazing. We're looking at career, studies, just kind of that path that you're on, Pile 3. We have Libra. And Libra is air, that's it. I always sometimes mix up my air and water signs. But yeah, Libra is air. It's the scales. We have fire here. The fire symbol, success. It's peppermint. And a key. Okay. Ooh, okay. And the token we have is breaking chains. Or breaking. breaking free, breaking... We'll get more information about what's happening here. All right, Astral House, what do we got? Ooh, we got love. We'll get some more information, but love coming up here in a career or studies. For me, it's not talking about romantic love, but in a sense of like partnership, but partnership with something you love. Yeah, there's whatever this is, whether it's a career, whether it's a study, whether it's, you know, whatever path you're pursuing, it is something you love, that you're passionate about. Yeah. All right, we have the rune of Phila, which can be a rune of possessions and inheritance, and legacy. I'm not sure. To get some more. We'll get some more info and then also get your cards, which I absolutely forgot to bring over. Hold on. This is fine. Everything's fine. I totally plan all of this out. It's fine. Okay. I'm a professional. Here we go. Yeah. And Nathus? I think this is Nathus. Okay, I think it goes this way. Nathus. I am so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but this is the rune of like delay, patience. Also like responsibility, like extreme trials. All right, let's get some. Ooh, okay. Star, a guaranteed success. So, dang, I want your coffee. Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Oh, that's fantastic. Carriage. A journey, either physical or mental. Okay. All right, pile 3, you are on a journey. Clearly. Ooh, casket. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Okay. So things are definitely moving or about to move. And I feel like about to move like at a pace. And when I say that, like at a... Again, I'm trying to clarify because my brain doesn't always clarify what... My mouth doesn't always clarify what my brain says to me. We have an interesting relationship. Anyways. Yeah, I feel like something is breaking free. And right now, this casket situation, something ending. Again, either a person or situation that, I don't want to say cut off, but I get the feeling that you're breaking away from them. Or it. Again, whatever the situation, however the situation resonates with you. Yeah, I feel like this rune needs to be also with the casket. You're breaking free of something, but right now it needs patience. Yeah, this is sorry, I'm just kind of sitting with this. This is a rune of like patience. It's like patience, delays, responsibilities. So there could be something that you're trying to wrap up. And I just thought with Ophila, this is a rune of like inheritance or legacy. So it could be something it's like something you inherited or something that has required like your full attention and dedication to kind of settle and get in order. And the Libra with balance. So either you're coming out of this, and I feel like it has been a long journey, but you're wiser for it. I wonder if pile 3, if the situation, like maybe you're the person leaving. Not so much something or someone else is leaving you, but you are leaving the situation. Like, I get the idea of someone who's been with a company maybe for a long time, and oh wow, with the casket, I just get the phrase of like working yourself to an early grave. Like that's really morbid. I'm so sorry, but that just came through. And the idea of like, now you're just like, you know what? I need to break away from this. I want to pursue what I love. I want to make my own legacy. You know, I want to go on my own journey because I have learned so much from this situation. Like, I've learned what not to do. And again, you have the star here with guaranteed success. But to do that, you may have had to take some time and like settle things legally or settle things in a situation where it's just, you can make a clean break. Like this idea of just like, nope, I'm done. I can walk away from this. My hands are washed of it. Like, I don't have to be a part of this situation or responsible for the situation. My pillow just fell over. Maybe that's confirmation. I don't know. Spirit's throwing pillows around, I guess. Maybe that means when you leave the situation, you will have a soft landing. I feel like that's incredibly punny, but there it is. All right. So that is the situation I'm getting for pile 3. So let's ask the cards, what is next in this situation? Like, what advice on the next steps to take, or come on, nope, really, okay. Just don't want to shuffle today. That's fine. It's not like we're recording or anything. It's fine. So advice on like the next step to take, or what to focus on as this situation here is wrapping up. Oh, 2 came out for that one. Okay. Jeez Louise. Boy, you have a lot of cards. Yeah. All right. The Knight of Swords. Ooh. The 8 of Swords. Justice. Yeah. Something, whatever you're wrapping up, whatever you are breaking free from, you've been taking the, I want to say like the straight and narrow. And again, we have the scales here with Libra. And this could also have been a pursuit of justice. Like whatever the situation was could have also been like toxic. It could have just, yeah, again, the casket is such a visceral like imagery. That phrase of like working yourself to an early grave, just. And whatever you're breaking away from, I feel like they're not, like mentally, they just don't see the situation. Like, they're like, oh, what's wrong with it? I don't, this is the way it's always been done. Or, yeah. But you were someone who was like, no, this is not okay. Basically cutting yourself free from what felt like I don't want to say enclosure. That's not the word I'm looking for. Entrapment? Bonds? Whatever. The restrictions here that were kind of holding you back or holding you in. And then we have the Knight of Swords, like galloping away from this situation. Like, not only did you cut yourself free, you're just like, I'm out. This is not okay. Ooh, 2 of Pentacles. The Moon. King of Swords. A lot of sword energy. Dang. Yeah, the Moon and King of Swords here. And Justice. There was a lot of just cutting through the BS. Because the King of Swords is another figure. And again, King is, it's an energy. It's not a gender. The King of Swords is someone, who's very logical and meticulous and has gone through that transformation, has gone through that, like, has seen past the illusion, or seen the illusion for what it is, like seen the truth. You've found your balance, or you are refinding your balance right now. Yeah, pile 3, you seem really kick-ass. I don't know if I could say that. I don't know if YouTube's going to come after me, but you seem really kick-ass. Like, just, dang. Like, it's one thing, like, break free, and it's not only break free, but a clean break. And one that's very justified. You have both of these figures, you know, with their swords. Like, yes, one is justice and one is the King of Swords, but they're both very firm, standing tall, or sitting tall, I should say, in their stance. But Justice and the King of Sword definitely have a vibe of, like, fair and equal judgment. And justice can also be about karma coming back around. Which, whatever situation you are getting out of, yeah, karma, I feel, played a little role in that too. Ooh, 2 of Cups. And now, not only are you finding your balance, you're moving on to something you love. You're finding that new path. You're healing and kind of moving forward. And very happy about it. Very, very happy about it. This is a party card. This is like celebration. Yeah. This is, oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, and another celebration party card. Not only not only breaking free, but just like, and I get the feeling like not only has there been so much patience, you know, involved in this situation. Yeah, again, I don't know what your situation is. If it resonates, you'll know. You will know. But either you are breaking free at the moment, or you just have broken free from that. And you're moving on to create, like, your own legacy. You know, you are moving forward into something you love to do. And something, like, not only, and it's not just you. Because, again, this is 4 of Wands can be like a wedding. It's a big celebration. It's a gathering of people celebrating, you know, an event. We have 2 forces coming here, two people, or two things kind of uniting here. Because, again, it doesn't have to necessarily be people. Although it can be. And then we have the 3 of Cups here. And this is like a party with friends. This is community. These are people toasting you, you know, congratulating you. And like what you have accomplished. And you are so much wiser for it. A long journey. Yeah, this has been a long path. But one you have been very successful at. And I got the sense when we were talking about kind of like how long this path has been, just with the moon, and then you're surviving the daily grind creatively caffeinated. I just got the sense of like sleepless nights. Kind of just, you know, coffee can keep you up, can keep you going, but it can sometimes be a little skull here in the steam, you know. It can be the last resort to get stuff done. So like, wow. So right now, I feel like the cards are saying, if this is something you are coming out of, know that, you know, coming out of it with a fair and balanced perspective on things will lead to a lot of celebration. Will lead to this, like, just this wonderful time. But you need to ride out, I say ride out as I point to the Knight of Swords. You know, ride out of the situation. Again, I said fair and balanced. Because Justice is also a card of getting what you deserve, not necessarily what you want. Sometimes what you want and what you deserve line up. Sometimes those things match. But sometimes they don't. So yeah, just that felt important to say. Okay. Well, I got the sense we kind of know how this is affecting you. Like, once you make this move. Can we get some more information about, like, I'm just curious about, like, the love. Where's this new path? I mean, this huge path forward that's happening. Like, where's that leading our pile 3? Okay, we got 3. To the 10 of coins. Okay, it's leading to some freaking great places is where it's leading. The 10 of coins is about, it's happy home. It's like after this big party, this big celebration, knowing that not only can you take care of your loved ones, but you can live comfortably doing it. The Queen of Wands. Again, queens and kings, emperors, all of that, they're energies. They're not genders. I say that all the time. You're going to hear it in nauseam. But moving, you no longer have to embrace this King of Swords. This very kind of logical, almost cold energy. You know, that just very methodical, but knows how to get stuff done. Does what needs to be done in a very kind of precise and logical manner. The Queen of Wands is all about this creative energy. It's warmth and sunshine, moving from, I'm getting the sense of like moving from the moon to the sun. This kind of, very cold, logical energy into this warmth. Like there's this big shift, finding that balance again, readjusting things. Because it's been a long ride. It's been you've been in it for the long haul. But you're pulling out of that into love and success. And again, we had 2 tea leaves about a journey. And not just a journey forward, but a journey from a place of wisdom. And the 10 of Cups. Oh my goodness. Pile 3. Holy shit. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but holy shit. You got the 10 of coins and the 10 of cups. Like, if this is not a happily ever after, I don't know what is. Like, those 2 cards together. Like, not only is it, we were talking about happy home and being able to live comfortably and also take care of those around you, but this is like the emotional happy ever after. It's that rainbow in the sky. It's riding off into the sunset kind of vibe. But then you arrive at your castle kind of thing. To sit on your throne of success. and build your legacy. Move into... I'm with the key. Maybe some of you are getting a house or moving or relocating. Again, we were talking about a journey with our tea leaves here. There could be a physical move, like a physical relocation, and that could also be part of this break. But man, is it going to be a journey. So if you are still in this energy here, the break, the patience, delay, the casket, just know, again, we were talking about looking at this from a very fair and balanced energy. But you are going to be moving into something incredible. Absolutely incredible. Wow. Pile 3, I think your read is pretty dang straightforward, but okay, we'll just ask very quickly, is there any advice, final thoughts for our pile 3? Any extras? Any extra goodies for pile 3? Could be confirmations, affirmations. Okay. We'll take this little chunk that came out there. All right, so right out of the gate, we have the Lovers. Just knocked into my shelf. Sorry. yeah, and not only do I get the sense again with the Two of Cups here that this is something you are moving into an energy of love. And that doesn't mean it's like a sexual love or physical intimacy. It's just an energy of love. Because the Lovers is also a card of choice. You've made some really, really tough choices. The King of Cups. Yeah, yeah. You are moving into an energy of love. Because Cups is about, it's water, it can be that kind of, like people think like emotional and romance, but it can just also be a sense of fulfillment. You know, you have that Ten of Cups here, and also this here with the King. Again, not a gender, just an energy. You see this light is radiating out from this person. You know, they're just sitting at the beach with like starfish and just admiring the beauty and what is around them. That kind of just serenity. And the Queen of Wands with the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah, this has been a long and but the hold on, let me unbury our elephant up here. I'm making a mess of things. It's fine. The elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And here with the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands is kind of like you've been standing tall, you've been defending yourself, but you see this person has placed this boundary. So all these sticks are poking at them, but can't reach them because they are safe. They are safe in their little bubble here, their boundary. That comes from this inner peace, I feel. Again, we have this kind of inward light radiating outwards. Just finding your inner peace. And I feel like that comes from like hard-earned wisdom. Ace of Swords. Yeah, moving forward with just a new outlook. A new outlook on life. Or just not, like, yes, life. But also just a new way of looking at things. And I feel part of that comes from that wisdom. Because you have or have been in this King of Swords energy. That very precise, methodical, logical energy. And moving from that, again, the King is kind of the end of the minor arcana suits. And so we're cycling now back around to the Ace, which is that, it's the first one. So it's kind of moving forward with the wisdom, but also this new, I just see this light coming out, just a new perspective on things, a new wisdom. Wow, pile 3. Wow. Wow, that's all I can say. Ooh, okay, so bottom of deck we have 4 of Pentacles. Ooh, and the High Priestess. Okay. So I feel like right now, again, incredible messages coming through for you, pile 3. Right now, if you are still in or near that breaking off, needing patience, needing to be logical, needing to one step at a time, you're still pursuing justice. Now is the time to kind of keep things close to your chest. You see this person kind of holding on to these coins. So not just keeping things close to your chest, but also, you know, if there's a financial drain here to move forward, just keeping a close eye on your resources. Yeah, not just money, but just resources. And in a lot of ways, like trusting the process. Like with the, again, the Moon and the High Priestess right on top of each other. It could be that you're at the part where you're venturing forward into that unknown. You know, in the pursuit of justice, you never know how it's going to go. And the High Priestess is kind of advising that just trust your intuition. You know, listen to yourself, listen to what you need. Because this is a long, hard battle. You know, but you need to listen to yourself. Keep your balance. Know where you're going, but keep your balance. So, wow, pile 3. Dang, okay. So thank you, pile 3, for letting me read for you. You got an incredible read. Just, dang. You are a badass person. That's all I gotta say. You really are. That is incredible. Okay. So if you liked this video, please, if you could like and subscribe or share, that would be lovely. We're still a very small channel, so we're doing our best to bring messages and just some healing and just sometimes a universal thumbs up to the community, to the collective. If you are interested in any of the cards, the tools that are here today and are available, the links will be in the description, as well as the notepad from the intro. And the stickers are all available in my shop, and that is in the description as well. It's badcarrotstudios.com. That is my art shop. But we have more stickers there, and you'll probably see more appear on the channel because shameless self-promotion, why not? But we have keychains and all kinds of stuff, so you can check that out. All right. Thank you so much. I'm just sitting here in awe. Just wow. Whew. All right, pile 3. Until we meet again, sending you much, much love. And I will see you next time. Bye.